We're looking at this. Republicans running for president. They are back on the campaign trail tonight following their performances at the first debate of the election season this week. And the two biggest names at that debate, Ron DeSantis and Vivek Ramaswamy, say they are already seeing gains. Both campaigns reporting massive donations rolling in the past few days. NewsNation correspondent Evyn Moon live for us in Washington with more on what the candidates have to say today. Evan?
Hi, Natasha. Yeah, even though the biggest name in the 2024 GOP race, which is former President Donald Trump, was not on the debate stage last week, there's still been a lot of buzz about who the winner was. The two names that top that list are Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and businessman Vivek Ramaswamy, both campaigning in Iowa this weekend, home to the ever-important first GOP primary, the Iowa caucus that's set for January of 2024. Vivek today claiming he was the central figure in the debate and that it's already paying off for him. Here's a clip of that.
I've been overwhelmed by all the people who were really thrilled with the debate performance. It felt like that really kicked off engagement in the campaign at a level that is even boosted from what we've seen over the last 6 months. Fact is, many people hadn't heard of me. And so we were introducing myself to a lot of the grassroots for the first 6 months. And I think that's paying dividends because I've been here more than any other candidate, by far. And I think that people appreciate that in this state. And now that I was the central figure in that debate, taking most of the attacks on stage, but also commanding and leading the way, winning the debate in most people's view, I think that's really propelled us forward.
Now, Ramaswamy's fundraising numbers did see a spike after his attention-grabbing performance on Wednesday night, raising at least $625,000 within just hours of the first debate. Ron DeSantis claiming his campaign raised more, over $1 million after the debate. DeSantis, who's also in Iowa this weekend, attacking President Biden rather than his Republican opponents.
But the policies that make it more difficult for American families are benefiting the people who are politically connected. And Bidenomics is basically, you have a lower standard of living so he can pursue the left's ideological agenda.
Now, the latest polling shows DeSantis and Ramaswamy in a close race within just 3 points of one another, as you see there. Donald Trump still way ahead, now 58%, even after his fourth indictment, Natasha. So despite what they would call a good week for their campaigns, DeSantis and Ramaswamy still have a lot of catching up to do to become the Republican candidate.
Certainly. And I know you'll be tracking it for us. Evyn Moon live in D.C. tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.